Well, hello, you crazy cats and dogs, and welcome to today's brew day video. Rather disgracefully, this is the first time I've brewed since the 4th of August, and it's now the 23rd of September, so yes, a period of disgraceful absence of brewing, which is about to be remedied, so yes. This is also third time lucky, hopefully, in getting started to brew. So it's Thursday today. Trying to brew on Tuesday, but got too busy with other stuff, so didn't brew on Tuesday. Nearly brewed yesterday, but got too busy with other stuff, and it was 1 o'clock, and then I dropped the grain basket handle and the mash paddle into the boiler whilst it was hot. Couldn't retrieve them, and so dumped the water, retrieved them and gave up. So yes, hopefully today it will all go well. So the water's up to temperature. Going to do the Old London Porter, I think I've mentioned. Trying to aim for a 45 litre batch, which is pushing the capacity of the boiler to the extreme. So hopefully we'll get by. So fairly hefty grain bill. It's about 10 kilos over of malt. So yeah, I'll start mashing in. Alright. So that is all of the dark malts and other bits stirred in. So black malt, brown malt, amber malt, and torrefied wheat. And going to add the Maris Otter next. And so we're just starting the mash. As you can see, we are rather at capacity, and so this is going to be an interesting one. I actually have to sparge this to 54 litres, and this is a 50 litre to brim capacity, so that's going to be fun. Right then, I'll put the filter plate on and let that mash for 90 minutes, 67 degrees Celsius. And just reaching the end of the mash. It's going to be fun trying to lift this. It probably weighs a hefty amount. So we've reached the start of the boil. A little bit of a boil over, as you can see, but not too bad. First hop addition of East Kent Goldings at 60 minutes to go. Second hop addition at 45 minutes to go. An equal amount of East Kent Goldings, which was leaking out of the hop spider. Oh well. And here is the rest of the porter, which couldn't fit in the main kettle. Just about coming up to the boil now. Well, 15 minutes of the boil and final hop addition. Another equal amount of East Kent Goldings. End of the boil. Now cooling it down and transferring to the fermenter. The yeast sprinkling in moment. Lovely job. And taking the hydrometer reading. And 0.051. Which is a little bit under what we were hoping for, but alright. So that is the end of brew day, and this is what I've been making today, the Old London Porter. Obviously this is the previous batch. Chocolatey, biscuity, roasted malt flavour, very nice. So yes, hydrometer 1.051, target 1.054, so a little bit under. Collected about 47 litres, and I think it was supposed to be 45 litres in the fermenter, so all in all I'm happy. The brew father estimates it will be about 4.7%. which is in my 0.5% tolerance, so I mark it at 5%, so I can either be 0.5 under or over a maximum variation. So 4.7 will work quite well, and yeah, 47 litres, very happy with. The problem I'm having is with the capacity I'm at, that kettle is really a 40 litre kettle. Very difficult to do anything higher. So, it was a little bit of a mare today, trying to get obviously that extra quantity, and the reason that's important is when I'm filling a firkin for a beer festival, which this potentially is for, you know, Datchet said they were interested in a firkin. A firkin's 41 litres, give or take. So yeah, a 40 litre batch is going to leave me a little bit short, and then it won't give me any samples to try just to make sure all the beer's alright. So obviously I want to be doing 45 litres thereabouts, so I can easily fill a firkin, and I also have enough spare just to sample it, just to make sure that, you know, like obviously I bottle condition it and just make sure that what's going on in the bottle and the cask are the same, and also make sure the flavours are alright. So yeah, a little bit difficult getting the quantity, but worked out at the end, which is good. And as I said, 4.7 is fine if it does end up at that. SO4 yeast to ferment with. Yeah, pretty much tidied up, had the one boil over. One thing I did forget to do though is add any protofloc or fining, so it's an unfined beer, completely unfined, which I suppose for a dark beer it doesn't matter huge amount. It's just a bit annoying that obviously I've forgotten to do that. Well, the first time I've forgotten to put protofloc in anything in a very long time. Shows how out of practice I am. Yeah, other than that, a little bit of tidying up in the brew shed. I got rid of a box which has been taking up room and is practically empty. So I think it had about 10 bottles of beer in it. So it's like, well, take the beer bottles out and do something with them. I'll have to have a taste test of the bottle to see what it is. I think it's Old London Porter again, but it might be some of the lively batch, which sort of when you opened it. So I need to see if it is a lively batch. If it is, then I'll drink them. If they are okay, I might label them up and sell them. So yeah, we'll have to see what they're like. Yeah, pretty much tidied up. Need to clean the outside of the what do I own? Hopcat, that's it. I need to clean the outside of that, obviously because where the boil over has occurred, it's just sort of, you know, singed on the rubbish. Yeah, so happy with brew day. What next? I have got a mild, which I brewed from the camera book in the fermenters, which needs to go into a keg. I need to put it on tap somehow. So yeah, just get that mild into something and free up those fermenter spaces, and I can brew again. I do want to do my best bitter recipe again because it was close to being. I'm happy with it. It's just there's a few problems I wanted to sort out, which was mainly the bitterness levels. So yeah, going to perhaps redo the best bitter. I want to do the Barbe Rouge again because that had a lot of potential, but again just needed the balancing sorted out. So yeah, I've got a few options open to me. Fancy doing Peter's beer as well. I haven't done that in a long time. That's my smash. What is it? I can't remember the hops. Marisotto low colour and SARS with Belgian yeast. And yeah, that's a lovely beer. Very easy to make, as I say, because it is just a smash. And you get a good Belgian-y flavour from the yeast esters. So yeah, it's a solid beer, but I haven't brewed that in ages. So yeah, things to do, things to think about. Today's been fine. Hopefully the beer will turn out okay. Hopefully Datchet want it. If they don't want it, then I'll put it in pins, and one of the local pubs said might have a pin off me, and I've got an idea of what to use the other pin for when when the time comes. Or I might even keg it and bottle it, because my bottles, I haven't done any bottling in ages. I had a lot of trouble selling it. People weren't really taking any of my beers, so that sort of got me a bit despondent with everything, as it would do. But so yeah, I haven't done any bottling for ages. So I might have an outlet coming up soon, which will take my stuff. So yeah, I might bottle it, but yeah, probably cask it, to be honest. So yes, that's enough waffling on. I shall finish this and have another one and have some of those nice little pretzel snacks, because, as I keep saying, they pair perfectly well with a stout or porter. So I'll enjoy the rest of this and probably fill the jug up. I like filling jugs up with beer. So I'll fill that up a bit more, take that up the house, and watch some YouTube, I think. There's a very good channel I'm watching called, I think it's Peter and Rebecca Wittick, or Whitewick, that's how it's spelled. They're two ancient people who visit abandoned railways, abandoned canals, and old Roman roads and that sort of thing. And yeah, they edit their videos very well, and they're very good watching. So yes, I might have a couple more episodes of that. And yeah, so that's not brewery related, but if you're interested in history and railways or canals or anything like that, it's worth a watch. So yeah, thank you for watching, and yeah, I'll see you again next time, whenever that may be, whatever it might be I do, blah 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 blah.